Hello, this is Tukung. If you want to help me make videos, please join my channel membership. The link is in the comments below. In the previous video, did you find out about the common passive skills that all newly added classes can use? This video explains the passive skills for each class that were not explained in the previous video. I made this video to inform you about the passive skill settings for each class. If you are curious about the class common passive skills, click the video above to watch. And please watch this video till the end. First, explain the passive skills for each newly added class. I will show you the PvE and PvP skill settings for each class, including the class common passive skills and active skills for each class explained in the last video. Currently, my skill level is low, but the setting I am explaining is based on the assumption that I have a skill level of 10, so I will recommend the skill setting. In addition, PvE skill setting means setting when hunting in the general field, and in field boss party and other party contents, you can change the skill setting to suit your role and use it. First, the log. The newly added passive skills of Rogue, your crossbow weapon mastery, fatal drive, crisis turnover skill. Crossbow weapon mastery skill increases attack power by 7% at level 10, and has a 15% chance to increase movement speed by 20% for 5 seconds when attacking. This skill can be purchased using field boss badges at the token exchange shop, and can only be used in the crossbow style. Fatal drive skill at level 10 reduces the target's movement speed by 30% for 5 seconds, and reduces the resistance of all crowd control effects by 20% for 5 seconds if the target is a player, and reduces own attack speed by 8% and basic attack for 5 seconds. Damage is increased by 10% and cooldown is 15 seconds. You can purchase 4 skill books for this skill in the shop. If you proceed with the side story added in the battle style update, you can acquire 1 skill book as a reward. You can also purchase it from the Magic Tome shop. The next skill is the crisis turnover skill. This skill can be used freely in both bow and crossbow styles. However, depending on the style of the bow and crossbow, the skill options are different. The skill is a bow style, and at level 10, when an enemy is killed, damage is increased by 0.7% to the player for 10 seconds. The same effect is applied to monsters, and the skill effect can be stacked up to 7 times. In crossbow style, the effect is increased, increasing damage to player by 1.5% and damage to monsters by 1% for 10 seconds when the enemy is down. Also, skill effects can be stacked up to 7 times. So now, I'd recommend setting up Rogue's passive skill. When a new battle style, crossbow style, is updated, Rogue will add several stun and knockdown skills that are useful in PvP. Therefore, it is recommended to use the crossbow style in PvP, so I will only describe the crossbow style. In crossbow style PvP, it is recommended to include a weapon mastery skill that increases attack power and attack speed, and a fatal drive skill that debuffs the enemy and gives a buff effect to you in a basic attack. In the lower slot, you can use one of the party's passive skills with a P mark, and I mainly use the speed aura. If you're in a party PvP situation, equip a passive skill that does not overlap with other party members. In the last slot, you may use one of the risk and return or crisis turnover skills. If the level of another skill is high, you can use another skill. Even in PvE, I recommend setting the skill only for the crossbow style. This is the setting for general field hunting. Only the P mark skill can be used in the lowest slot, so the attack aura skill is mainly used because the rogue moves less when hunting. The other 3 skills are the weapon mastery skill that is easy to achieve at level 10 in the token shop, risk and return skill that increases damage a lot, attack boost skill that increases attack power by 7%, Skill Expert skill that greatly increases the attack power of each element. Finally, the Crisis Turnover skill that increases damage when killing an enemy. You can choose 3 of these 5 skills and use them. Next is the Witch. The newly added Witch's passive skills are Whip Sword Weapon Mastery, Sharpness Whisper. This is a quick evasion skill. At level 10, the Whip Sword Weapon Mastery skill increases attack power by 7% and when attacking, has a 15% chance to increase evasion rate by 3% for 5 seconds. This skill can be purchased using Field Boss tokens at the Token Exchange shop, and can only be used in the Whip Sword style. Sharpness Whisper skill is at level 10. When a spear attack is successful, finds the target for 2.5 seconds, increases your critical rate by 10% for 5 seconds, and has a cooldown of 15 seconds. You can purchase 4 skill books for this skill in the shop. If you proceed with the side story added in the Battle Style update, you can acquire 1 skill book as a reward. You can also purchase it from the Magic Tome shop. The next skill is the Quick Evasion skill. This skill can be purchased from the Magic Tome shop. This skill can be used freely in the Spear style and the Whip Sword style. However, the skill options vary depending on the style. The skill is Spear style, has a 50% chance at level 10, increases evasion rate by 3% and movement speed by 4% for 5 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. In the Whip Sword style, the effect increases with a 50% chance when attacked to increase attack speed by 3% and evasion rate by 3% for 5 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. So now I recommend setting the Witch's passive skill. When the Witch's new battle style, Whip Sword style, is updated, a number of fast-casting stun and knockdown skills are added. However, some skills such as Blink and Crush Armor cannot be used in the Whip Sword style, so I will explain both styles. During PvP with Spear style, Last Shadow, Crush Armor, Quick Evasion, uses Speed Aura. Whip Sword style PvP, Last Shadow, Whip Sword Weapon Mastery, Sharpness Whisper, uses Speed Aura. If you're in a party PvP situation, equip an aura skill that does not overlap with other party members. For PvE, I would recommend setting the skill only for the Whip Sword style. This is a setting for general field hunting. Only the P-Mark skill can be used in the lowest slot, so in the case of position, there's a lot of movement when hunting, so Speed Aura is used. The other 3 skills are the Weapon Mastery skill that is easy to achieve at level 10 in the token shop. Last Shadow skill that adds an attack power increase option when using the Whip Sword style. A Quick Evasion skill that increases attack speed when using a Whip Sword. Attack Boost skill that increases attack power by 7%. Skill Expert skill that greatly increases the attack power of each element. You can choose 3 of these 5 skills and use them. If you have any questions, please comment. I'll make it into a video. Thank you for watching the video. Bye.